Hi everyone, it is time to do our next picture in the Colouring Heaven Halloween special. These are the Agotapop pictures from the edition, and where are we going to go? I think we'll go across to this one today. So we have a couple of magical potions, which is rather fun. Let's get it in the middle and come in a bit closer so we can have a look. Ooh, my zoom button doesn't want to work. To use the one on the camera. Don't know what's going on there. Sometimes my remote control plays up a little bit. Now we're using Polychromos pencil. Sorry, bear with me. It's a slow process when I have to do it on the camera. There we go. So Polychromos pencils. And just having a look at what we've got here. We've got some bones. This is rather fun. I think that's what they are. Are they wishbones? Maybe that's what it is. We've got leaves and berries, very nice, and now different bottles. Right, let's start with the bones. I don't really know. Have I ever coloured them before? I don't think so. So, anyway, let's grab what I think the ivory is the colour. Polychromos, ivory. I'm just going to put a bit of colour down. It's probably not going to show up at all. It does a little bit. The paper is very white, which is useful, so they show up a bit. I'm going to put another colour on as well, I think. But no, I've never coloured bones before. There. I quite like white bones, but I'm going to put a little bit brown on. What's going to be a good colour? Maybe the raw umber. Sharpen it really well. Here we go, raw umber. And what I'm going to do is, where it's got this little mark here, I'm just going to put a little bit of darker colour in there, and then just a really light bit here for shadow, like that. And maybe I'm just going to draw a bit down the sides, just the smallest bit, and then the same here. So we put a little bit of darker bit at where these little lines are. Going to have a bit of shadow here from the one that's above, and then a little bit on the edges, probably more on the bottom where there'd be a bit of shadow. So not too much fiddling, just a little bit, just a little bit. Right, that's that. No, we're done. Right, no. Right, we have these potions. Now what is interesting about the potions is they have got movement in them. I'm not sure what to do about that really. Maybe we could do them. Yeah, I know. Right, so we'll start with the love potion. I'm going to go for a sort of reddy pink. So actually I'm going to use 3 colours. I'm going to start with my darkest. I'm going to use a dark red, okay, on a bit of this. So just here, just starting and then fade like that, and then a little bit here, fade like that. That's probably enough of the red. Then I'm going to use the pink carmine because it's quite a reddish pink. I think it'll work with the reds. And a bit here, and I quite like a pinky love potion really, but I thought I need another colour. Bit here. Now it's looking really weird, don't worry, it'll just look weird. No. Hopefully it'll come together, as I'll be in a panic. Ooh. There we go. No, I won't be in a panic. Then my last one is the rose carmine, and we're going to just fill in the spaces, but I'm probably going to go over everything actually with this, just to sort of, I need to sharpen it a bit, just to bring it all together. And I think having a mixed colour within our potion will look a little bit more like it's, could be moving, could be, you know, I don't know, sort of swirling mixture mixture of colour. If this isn't dark enough, I mean, if it all looks a bit too much the same colour, I will darken up some areas in a minute. But I'm just trying to get some colour down. Have a look. I think I've gone a little bit too thickly with this colour, and it's removed the contrast a bit too much. So just going to finish off this, and then I've gone over the lines there. Grab the dark red and go back over those dark areas again, and sort of gently blend them into the carmine a bit, like that. And then this corner as well. I'm going to put a bit up here too, just because I want a bit of a contrast here and there, little splodges there. Yeah. Now we have this little layer on the top, and I was thinking it could be white, maybe. Yeah, maybe I won't do it white. Maybe I'll do it dark red. You'll see, bear with me. You can wait and see if you like it, although you would have seen the completed picture on my thumbnail. I'm going to make it really, really intensely dark. And then try and make it look a bit sparkly. I don't know if it's going to work, but I've got this little plan. Now the bottle, I'm thinking I don't want it to be completely clear. It'd be nice if it had a little bit of colour, so I'm going to use my rose, but in real sparsely, I think is the word I'm looking for. So it's going to put like a really light amount here, so it doesn't look as dark as this. So our bottle could be, I'm going to leave a light bit in the middle, could be influencing the colour of the potion inside, but we can see hopefully the difference between where the bottle is going over that dot and where the potion is. I'd have the bottle sort of heart shaped as well. So let's just tidy that up like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the white now because I want to try and make it all work. I now haven't done the cork, that's going to be a bit different. So what I want to do along this dark red bit, I want to put lots of little dots to make it look a bit glistening. I don't know if it will work, but like magical. Need to keep an eye on the time because my son is heading back home. I don't think he's trained these yet. So that is that bit, and then we need to make the bottle look glassy and shiny. Now to make it look like both parts are within the glass, we need to make our reflection go along both bits. Now I'm raising what I've done like that. On that side we can do a bit on this side too, like that, so that it looks like it's just going to cover those over so that you can see that it's all within the glass bottle, so rather than patterns on the outside or anything like that. Now we have the label. I quite like it in white, but I'm going to colour it in. I think I'm going to use the not that one, picking up the wrong pencil, the pink carmine. It's a slightly darker one. Just, I don't want it too dark, but just a little bit like that. What you could do if you want it to be really dark is you could colour it dark and rewrite the word on top. I'm happy with it like that. Now the cork, I'm actually going to make the stopper look like it's a glass stopper like the rest of the bottle. So back to our rose carmine to do a sort of glassy looking stopper. I'm thinking decanter, you know, that sort of thing, like that. So there is our love potion. Now the other one, Wish, I'm quite keen on doing it in a purple. I know we did a sort of bluey purple hat yesterday, but this will be more of a different purpley colour. We'll do our mauve purple, purple violet, that sort of thing. Oh, not that one. Trying to grab the right colours. Okay. So my sort of mixture of colours in here didn't work brilliantly. I'm hoping to make it better on this one. So here we go. So start with the mauve and do a really dark area of mauve here, and then sort of lighten it out here so that it's a bit less. We can then blend it into our other purple. Same here. I think it's because the colours are so similar, but I don't really want them to be really different. If you do this with red, orange and yellow, for example, it works really well. Like that. And also remembering to do, I'm going to do this in the same way, so we've got a dark bit, oops, here. There we go, and then our next darkest, I think, is the purple violet. I can never work out if the violet or the purple violet is the lightest. You can see it's quite similar to the mauve, really. But there's a little bit of pink in it. There we go, and then the violet to finish it off. I think I'm going to check if this is a darker or lighter colour. This is a bit pinker, so I'm just going to use this all over in the same way I did with our pink carmine on the other one, and then I can come back in and darken areas if I think they need it. The idea here is just to fill in all the white paper, sort of burnish it down a little bit, not too hard because I might want to add some mauve. Not sure what time my son's train arrives at the station. I'm distracted by that. I'm going to have a quick look and see what time his train arrives. That's the wrong train. Yes, now he should be on it right now. Okay, that means he'll be home in about 50 minutes. So that gives me plenty of time to not have to worry about this, getting this done quickly. Not that I want to anyway, but... So I'm going to go back to my mauve and just darken various areas. I'm going to sharpen it. It's much easier to get a darker colour if you're very sharp. So I'm actually going to darken this bit first, and then all those areas that I did really dark, just darken them more and sort of blend them in. So we've got a mix of colour if you're using a brand of pencil that's got some really light purples, then that might work for you better, but I'm okay with this. Right, next step is our glass. Oops, my pencil's running everywhere. I'm going to use the purple violet for the glass. So as we did before, a little bit darker on the edge, and leave a sort of lighter part in the middle. And then it looks like our bottle is this colour, but we've obviously got some dark sort of potions going on in there as well. Which one would you prefer to drink, that one or that one? Wish or love? I don't need a love potion, so I guess wish. What do I wish? I've always liked the idea of having lots of spare money so that I could give more to charity and to causes and things like that, and have some that I can help my kids out a bit more with things, you know. Now, the violet I'm going to use for this one. Like the one over there, if you want to do it darker and then put some white, I would do white around the edge as well so it really stands out, but I don't want to do that myself. I'm going to use my white pen now though to do the bubbles and things. Now I'm going to white out those because I can do my own sort of shine. Whoops, fill that back in, there we go. There we go. It's tempting often to go around the edge of the bottle and white out the whole glass to make it look a little bit more realistic, but I think because I'm not going to do a background, I think we need it there just so we can see what it is, if that makes sense. Right, we have nice berries and we have leaves. Now berries, we did the berries on the last page of magenta. I'm not going to use the magenta. I was thinking a purpley pink might work. It would tie the red and the purple together. So maybe this light red violet's a nice new one. Now I'm filling the whole space in because it's small, and then I'm going to put a little white on it in a bit. I find it easier to do it that way. Now we're going to do the leaves, and I'm just going to look for what colours I want. We've got quite a few different types of leaves, but I think I'm tempted to colour them all the same. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my deep cobalt green and do the base of all of them, and then work from there. So yes, the star here. So you could do it in a silver pen, I'm tempted, or a glitter pen, again I'm tempted. You could do it in the same colour as the little dots, or a different colour, obviously. I think doing it in a different colour would help it to stand out, which might be nice. You could colour it in pencil. Now I wouldn't do it gold because I feel that silver would match these colours a little better. Now is that that's a stem for our berries. I'm just gonna put that in like that. Okay, next I am going to, what was I going to use? That was it. Chrome oxide green fiery. Next I'm going to give it a sharpen. So I'm going to go over the colour of the base and then just take it up a little bit. Take it up almost to the tip, or maybe all the way. It's not going to be our final colour. Got a bit of a headache at the moment. Now I know it's a side effect of my meds, but I'm not sure if it's that or not. It's always really hard to tell, isn't it? I don't get headaches loads, but and it's not a particularly bad one. So I'm not sure. I might take a pill when I go and get a drink or something in a minute. I'm sure it will disappear soon enough. It doesn't feel bad enough for a pill. It's just a little bit distracting, and I think maybe I can just shift it, you know. And last I'm going to use the emerald green. There we go. And finish off. I'm going to just go over the whole thing again with the emerald. Now you could use a limited colour palette on these and do them all in the same limited colours. I'm not doing that though. I'm trying to do them in colours I think work together and work for Halloween within each picture. So I'm not trying to match this hat with these bottles, you know. I'm doing them, treating them all as a separate pictures. But you could, as I say, link them together with a colour theme scheme, a colour palette, that sort of thing would be quite nice. Right, now for glitter pens, my first thing, oh I didn't do the dots on there, so I'm just going to use my white pen to dot on here. I hear my son singing upstairs. Now, the bubbles inside the bottles I want to do first of all. Now, I was thinking of just covering them with a clear glitter, but I think I'm going to use the silver one so that we show them up. I mean, I know I did them in white, but I decided I didn't like them in white. I wanted them to show up. This is the number 744, in case you're wanting to check. There are our bubbles. Now we have our, should we do that for the star? Yeah, I'm going to do that for the star as well. I'm going to do a silver sparkly star. There we go, hardly breathe when I do it. And now for the rest, I'm going to use the purple, I think. This is number 724 if you want to copy it, but I mean, you can use any, obviously anything you want. You could do them in metallic if you don't have glitter gel pens, or just coloured pens. Anything really that works for you. You could also mix it up a bit because we've got two different bottles, two different colours, or you could have, I had considered doing a green instead so that it just matched the leaves, so it sort of worked with it all, but I like purple, so you know, purple won in the end. There we are. So I think we're done. I'm just having a quick look. Yeah, Yeah, there we haven't forgotten any more white pen or anything. So there we go. So there are our magical potions. So thank you very much for watching. We've got the cutest picture to do tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to go. I hope that you have a really super day and happy colouring.